Can you talk about some of the biggest struggles that gifted kids face today?
The biggest struggle for me is that everybody expects you to be this big thing, get A pluses, all kinds of things. And there's always kids that are bullying you because you're smart. And it's...
Okay.
Pass.
The biggest thing I think is the amount of work, the stress you have on your hands, and everything has to be done so long and so short of a time.
The hardest thing is probably the amount of work and the pressure put on you for that work.
The hardest thing is the amount of work you get and the work you expected. Like your parents think you get this grade level stuff, but you actually get above grade level stuff.
I think the biggest struggles are the bullying and the amount of work.
For me, the biggest struggles are being a perfectionist and then you get something wrong and you're really upset and disappointed with yourself. For me, the biggest struggle is that I'm a perfectionist.
The biggest struggle for me is I always feel like I have 2 million people depending on me because we're expected to do good, we get good grades and be just these perfect kids, but in reality no one's perfect. We all have our flaws.
It's probably the pressure and the way people treat you. They think you're all brains, nothing more.
Probably the stress, harder work, and your parents yelling at you for getting this, like a B, even though you're doing higher stuff, so they expect you to get like perfect grades.
For me, it's just mostly the bullying and all the hard work you have to do.
For me, the biggest struggle I face as a gifted kid is the bullying kids do just because you're smart and the amount of work you get, and it's always really hard.
The biggest struggle I face is when I have to do all of this hard work given this amount of time and I just cannot handle it.
For me, the biggest struggle of being a gifted kid is that it's just a lot of hard work. It's just overwhelming, and that my parents and all my teachers, mostly my teachers, think I'm just gonna be perfect, and that I want to be perfect, so I kill myself when I'm not.
I feel like most of it for me is the bullying, but then I'm also expected to be perfect in whatever I do, and yeah, it's the bullying. Yeah, and expected to be a perfectionist, to do all this good grade, all this good stuff, get everything perfect.
For me, it's probably the stress over all the hard work. You get so much pressure and stress put on you by your parents and other people, and also that kids say, oh, you have it easier in the gifted class, but it's actually harder.
For me, it's that you always feel like an outsider whenever you're not with like your group of kids, like the people in your classes.
The biggest struggle for me is always trying to be a perfectionist and all the stress of the hard work. For me, my biggest struggle is like when people expect more of me than what I think I can do.
For me, the struggle is how much work we get put on and
For me, the biggest struggle is how people treat you for being smart, and people always expecting you to be really good, and you get a lot of pressure off all the work, and you can't always get the best grades in the class because sometimes it's not easy for you. They think just because you're a higher level, you're going to be able to get better grades than everybody else.
It's just, since we're gifted, we're this high in intelligence, and sometimes we can be this low in other things like emotional things, and it causes us to have a lot of disabilities like anxiety, ADHD, and stuff like that.
The biggest struggle for me as a gifted kid is getting all the stress put on you into that you think you can't get the work done.